Hello and welcome to True Pathfinder, your portal to health and truth. If you are watching us regularly, you already know that we are big proponents of natural remedies. Why? Well, because in our decades of experience, there is no pharmaceutical drug that cannot be replaced successfully and with much fewer side effects by a natural remedy. And today I want to spotlight just such a wonderful natural remedy, and that is berberine. So let's look at the scientifically proven benefits of berberine for your health, all the chronic conditions that you can treat with it successfully, such as diabetes and cancer, the dosage that you need to apply, and much, much more. What is berberine then? It is a bioactive compound that is found in plants like the European barberry, golden seal, gold thread, Oregon grape, philodendron, and tree turmeric. Berberine has a really long history of use in traditional Chinese medicine as well as Ayurvedic medicine, where it is used to treat various ailments. It's the primary active compound in a plant known as Rhizoma coptidis, which has been used to treat inflammations and bacterial infections in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. It is also often used in Chinese medicine to treat issues related to the heart, the liver, and the digestive tract. And it is one of the most effective natural supplements available on the market today and has a whole range of very impressive health benefits that we're gonna explore in this presentation. It affects your body at the molecular level, and technically berberine belongs to a class of compounds known as alkaloids. It has a yellow color and has often been used as a dye. And it's been widely studied in the last decades. You can find over 2,800 studies on berberine listed on PubMed, for example. And as you will see, these studies have confirmed that it has impressive health benefits for several very severe health problems. It has been shown that berberine has powerful effects on many different biological systems. After you ingest berberine, it gets taken in by the body and transported into the bloodstream, and then it travels into the body's cells. And inside of the cells, it binds to several different molecular targets and changes their function. I'm not going to get into much detail here because the biological mechanisms are quite complicated and diverse, as you can see also from the schematic here on the right. However, one of the main actions of berberine is to activate an enzyme inside the cells that is called AMP-activated protein kinase, or AMPK for short. This enzyme is sometimes referred to as a metabolic master switch, and it is found in the cells of various organs, including the brain, the muscles, kidneys, heart, and the liver. This enzyme plays a major role in regulating your metabolism. Berberine also affects various other molecules inside of your cells and may even affect which genes are turned on and off. Let's look then at some of the serious chronic health conditions for which berberine has been scientifically proven to have great effects, starting with diabetes. But before we do that, short reminder, if you enjoy our content, please support us directly by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is in the description box below. Also, do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. For the holistic natural treatment you need and deserve, do not hesitate to contact us at christine.doctor and check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibranebody.net. Links are, as always, also in the description box below for you. Alright then, type 2 diabetes, as you might already know, we've done presentations on diabetes on our channel. I'm gonna link one of them in the description box below for you. It is a serious disease that has become incredibly common in recent decades, causing millions of deaths every year. And it is characterized by elevated blood sugar, so glucose levels, either caused by insulin resistance or lack of insulin. And over time, the high blood sugar levels can damage the body's tissues and organs, leading to various health problems and a shortened lifespan. Many studies show that berberine can significantly reduce blood sugar levels in individuals with type 2 diabetes. In fact, its effectiveness is comparable to the popular diabetes drug metformin, also known as glucophage. And we're gonna compare berberine with metformin in the course of this presentation. Berberine seems to work via multiple mechanisms. First, it decreases insulin resistance, making the blood sugar lowering hormone insulin more effective thereby. Secondly, it increases glycolysis, helping thereby the body to break down sugars inside of your cells. It also decreases sugar production in your liver, slows down the breakdown of carbohydrates in your gut, and increases the number of beneficial bacteria in your gut. In one of the studies with 116 diabetic patients, 1 gram of berberine per day lowered fasting blood sugar by 20%, from 7 to 5.6 micromole per liter, or from diabetic to normal levels. It also lowered hemoglobin A1C by 12%, which is a marker for long-term blood sugar levels, and also improved blood lipids like cholesterol and triglycerides. According to another big review of 14 studies and meta-analysis, berberine is as effective as oral diabetes drugs, including metformin, glipizide, and rosiglitazone. It works very well with lifestyle modifications and also has additive effects when administered with other blood sugar lowering drugs. Next, let's look what berberine can do for your heart. Heart disease, as you already know probably, is currently the world's most common cause of premature death, and many factors that can be measured in the blood are associated with an increased risk of heart disease. As it turns out, berberine has been shown to improve many of these factors. According to a meta-analysis of 11 studies, it can lower the total cholesterol by 0.61 mmol per liter. It can lower LDL cholesterol by 0.65 mmol per liter. It can lower blood triglycerides by 0.5 micromole per liter and raise HDL cholesterol by 0.05 micromole per liter. It has also been shown to lower apolipoprotein B by 13 to 15%, which is a very important risk factor. According to some studies, berberine works by inhibiting an enzyme called PCSK9, and this leads to more LDL cholesterol being removed from the bloodstream. Keep in mind that diabetes, high blood sugar levels, and obesity are also major risk factors for heart disease, all of which seem to be improved significantly with berberine. Given the beneficial effects on all of these risk factors, it seems likely that berberine could drastically reduce the risk of heart disease. Studies show that berberine may also be effective as a weight loss supplement. So far, 2 studies have examined the effects on body weight, In a 12-week study in obese individuals, 500 milligrams taken 3 times per day caused about 5 pounds of weight loss on average. The participants also lost 3.6% of their body fat. Another more impressive study was conducted with 37 men and women with metabolic syndrome. And this study went on for 3 months, and the participants took 300 milligrams of berberine 3 times per day. The participants dropped their BMI, so their body mass index levels, from 31.5 to 27.4 in these 3 months, or to put it in another way, they went from obese to just overweight in those 3 months. They also lost belly fat and improved many health markers. The researchers believe that the weight loss is caused by an improved function of the fat-regulating hormones such as insulin, adiponectin, and leptin. Berberine also appears to inhibit the growth of fat cells at the molecular level. However, more research is needed on the weight loss effects of berberine to be fair. Berberine has also been shown to be very effective in the treatment of polycystic ovary syndrome, or PCOS for short. What is PCOS? It is a common hormonal disorder that's estimated to affect approximately 3 to 10% of reproductive aged women worldwide. The exact cause of PCOS remains unclear, but it's likely related to a variety of genetic as well as environmental factors. Certain features, such as excess insulin, increased levels of male hormones, and chronic low-grade inflammation, are characteristic for PCOS and often the primary targets for symptom management. PCOS can manifest in many ways, but common symptoms include irregular periods, infertility, abnormal facial and body hair growth, and the development of small ovarian cysts. Berberine has become a very popular herbal supplement or remedy that is frequently used to treat PCOS nowadays, because it's estimated that up to 75% of people with PCOS are insulin resistant. If left untreated, insulin resistance can eventually develop into type 2 diabetes. And according to the CDC, more than 50% of women with PCOS do indeed develop type 2 diabetes by the time they reach age 40. A recent review of 5 studies that included over 1,000 women found that berberine was significantly more effective at improving insulin sensitivity and reducing blood sugar than a placebo. People with PCOS are also at an increased risk of developing heart disease, and berberine, as we have discussed, may play a very important role in reducing certain heart disease risk factors. Many people with PCOS also have an increased tendency to accumulate excess body fat, particularly around the midsection. In a study with 89 women with PCOS, they found that berberine was more effective at reducing both waist-to-hip ratio and the male hormone levels than metformin. And believe it or not, that's not all. The list of health benefits goes on. Depression, for example. Rat studies have shown that it may help fight depression. Cancer, test tube, and animal studies have shown that it can reduce the growth and spread of different types of cancer. It has also been shown that berberine has potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects, and that it can help you fight harmful microorganisms, including bacteria, viruses, fungi, and parasites. Fatty liver disease. Well, berberine can help here as well. It can reduce fat buildup in the liver, which should help protect you against non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Heart failure. We have again a study that shows that it drastically improves symptoms and reduces the risk of death in heart failure patients. And the list goes on and on. Let's discuss also berberine versus the most common type 2 diabetes medication that is prescribed, which is called metformin. Metformin is a pharmaceutical synthetic compound and is the first drug that is conventionally used for pre-diabetes as well as diabetes. It helps lower hemoglobin A1C, just like berberine, and it is only available with a prescription from your doctor. It does not help with type 1 diabetes because the people who suffer from type 1 diabetes cannot produce insulin from their pancreas. Patients with type 1 diabetes usually control, therefore, their blood glucose with insulin injections. Both metformin and berberine increase the activity of the AMPK enzyme that we have discussed. Our bodies activate this enzyme when there is an energy deficit, for example, during fasting or exercise. And cells will activate the AMPK system to get better access to energy, which improves glucose and fatty acid uptake from the blood. It also increases the breakdown of glycogen and fat, and it even prevents the storage of glucose and fat. One research looked at berberine in people with type 2 diabetes. It included 36 persons who had just been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes mellitus, and they were given either berberine or metformin at 0.5 grams 3 times per day. And during a 3-month testing period, they discovered that berberine has the same blood sugar lowering impact as metformin. The use of berberine led to significant decreases in hemoglobin A1C from 9.5 to 7.5%. It also lowered fasting blood glucose from 10.6 to 6.9. And berberine also lowered postprandial blood glucose from 19.8 to 11.1. There is also research that shows that the therapeutic actions of berberine for diabetes may be due to its regulation of non-coding RNAs. And this can help prevent the progression of type 2 diabetes as well. Berberine, on top of that, is also helpful through its proven anti-inflammatory activities. Research has clearly shown that berberine has a cytoprotective effect in the beta cells of your pancreas, and it does this by slowing a metabolic pathway that causes inflammation. Berberine and metformin have similar effects on controlling hemoglobin A1C levels. They also have similar effects on fasting blood glucose levels and postprandial blood glucose levels, which are the blood glucose concentrations after you've been eating. However, berberine does much more than that. It is also able to lower HOMA-IR, which is an indicator of insulin resistance. No research shows that metformin is able to do the same. Berberine also does not affect liver function. It is able to lower both total and low-density lipoprotein, known as LDL cholesterol, and the metformin, on the other hand, does not have this effect on the cholesterol numbers. Additionally, berberine also has anti-inflammatory and immune-supporting properties that are not present in metformin. It is important to know that the side effects of metformin are also fairly common, and they appear to be worse in patients who consume a large number of carbohydrates as part of their diet. Not so with berberine. And we also have recent concerns which have developed over the NDMA content of metformin, which is a carcinogen. Let's finish this off by discussing the side effects of berberine and the recommended dosage. Many of the studies cited here use dosages in the range of 900 to 1500 milligrams per day. It is very common to take 500 milligrams 3 times per day before your meals for a total of 1500 per day. And we recommend that you work, of course, with your natural healthcare practitioner to determine the dose that works best for you. Contact us as mentioned at christine.doctor. We have a lot of experience with Berberine and we will help you out. Some people also apply Berberine directly to the skin to treat burns and to the eyes to treat bacterial infections like a trachoma that frequently causes blindness. And here again it has been shown to be effective against a wide range of bacteria, protozoa and fungi that can affect the skin. Berberine has a half-life of several hours and therefore it is necessary to spread your dosage to several times per day to achieve stable blood levels. It should be taken with a meal or shortly thereafter to take advantage of the blood glucose and lipid spike that comes with eating the meal. It is very well absorbed and quickly metabolized. And if you contact us, we have learned some tricks and we have some tips with which you can further improve and extend the effects of Berberine by combining it with other supplements and natural remedies. If you have a medical condition or are on any type of medication, it is of course recommended that you speak to your doctor before taking it. And this is especially important if you are currently taking blood sugar lowering medications. Overall, Berberine has an outstanding safety profile. The main side effects are very minor and they are all related to digestion, such as cramping, diarrhea, flatulence, constipation and stomach pain. It has been shown that it can be taken without any problems long term for years on end without any noticeable negative effects. So there you have it. Berberine, a beautiful natural remedy that can help with many chronic health conditions, as you have seen, that has been extensively researched and I've shown you some of the studies and what they found. Highly recommended. If you have any questions, of course, do not hesitate to contact us at christine.doctor and we will take care of you. Link as mentioned in the description box below. Also, check out some of the most powerful holistic health tools available on the market today at vibranbody.net. And consider supporting us directly, please, if you have enjoyed this presentation by becoming a patron from as little as $5 per month. Link is also in the description box below. And I would also very much appreciate if you give us a like, share, subscribe if you're not already, and comment to help this channel grow and spread the truth. With all that being said, I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation, and until next time, stay healthy.